Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to look at the Reaching of Your Summit mountain keyboard. Reach Your Summit. And I just want to say that we are reaching our summit because the channel has grown exponentially. And I want to thank you guys, the viewers. Thank you so much for standing behind me, even when things were grim. Let's take a look at the Mountain RGB Gaming Keyboard Everestmax. This guy is very unique because it has a media dock and a removable numeric keypad. So technically, this keypad can go on either side. I'm not sure if it can go by itself, but it is hot swappable. So without further ado, let's take a look at this. Okay, just little detail things I want to talk about. Their logo. This is like a cutout in the box. This is plastic added to it like a Nike swoosh or a check mark. And I thought it was just that little extra added detail that made this high-end. That is where the box says it all. For example, the black on black with the Reach Your Summit. You have the mountain logo here in just, you know, like a shiny version of the black. So you have matte and gloss. It's just the perfect design. I know it sounds stupid to talk about a box like this, but I do it all the time. And then, you know, just the strength and the durability, like the way the box is designed is really well done, giving you high-end feel, which you would expect when you pay the pricing for a higher-end product. Okay. I love that. Magnetic. See, just those extra feels. Kind of like when you're opening up a high-end AMD or NVIDIA graphics card. And it gets even better. Guys, take a look at this. Showing all the different things going on. Kind of like I said, when you get a high-end video card, this is what you expect. Nice, personalized, cool interior, just to give you all that, you know, jazz, getting hyped about it. And that is what I think this is really well done. These are MX Cherry Red, and I gotta say, they feel really good, which is what I would expect. There's a brushed aluminum finish here with this notched out for the logo. I don't know if you're seeing that right on camera. There we go, maybe. But wow, that is some nice finish. And look at this. There's a nice little touch, right? That one key is different color than the rest. Not sure if it's, I think it's still plastic, but it's really cool just to see this one odd key in the whole thing. So on the sides, of course, we are greeted with the docking system, magnetic and a USB-C. Same thing on the other side, of course, because this is doesn't matter which side, hot swap. As you can see here, of course, there is no cord plugged in. The USB-C is right here, and then you can route it to wherever you're going to make the best possible design, which is really cool. Really cool. Now, one thing, the keyboard has no flex. This keyboard, honestly, is solid as hell. You have a USB port here and two USB-Cs right here as well. It's actually a proper palm rest where you actually have like a pleather leather type feel with sponge. Like, I haven't seen one like this in so long. They're always like rubberized or something. And this one's got like an actual, feels really good. Is this open from the, oh guys, I was trying to open it here. There is a drawer. Okay, they have just taken it to another level. Guys, this is a box you don't throw out. This is just absolutely awesome. Now, I don't know if you can make it out, but this is a USB cable box, Numpad, media dock. That's right, we're going to get to that. So here we go here. This is saying the USB cable, the Type-C. Wow. Okay, so what was in there was this was tied down, so it's a USB-C to USB-C extension, and then you have a USB-A to USB-C cable. I don't think I need to explain how thick that is. That is... That's probably the most expensive USB-C cable I've ever seen in my life. Customize. Oh, wow. Okay, so you actually get different MX Cherry keys. So you got your red, your blue, gray, I guess, brown, and I'm going to say orange or pinkish orange. So that's really kind of neat. Plus you have an escape key to replace this one odd key right here if you want it to be an escape key, or leave the logo one there. The puller for your key pulls, and these are actually magnetic feet, which would go on like that, so you can elevate, and you can add as many as you want to do your tip. Look at the Numpad next. Woo! That was noisy. Now this Numpad's pretty crazy, and I'll explain. Oh, and it also has the magnetic feet capability as well. Look at this. Now what's crazy is it actually has programmable things like your Steam Deck right here. So you can have quick launch or whatever else, or different modes. This is brushed aluminum here. You got your same keys. This is really, really sweet. So if you want to plug this way, you can see here just that slider. And now I have, remember what I said? That was probably a magnetic part for the keyboard for stability. Well, there it is. And in my case, I would put it on this side, and away we go. Is it flimsy? A little bit, but your keyboard is going to be down on the desk. And then if you want, you can actually put it on this side. So that really comes down to you, the user. So you can have it over here. Unplug it. Switch the switch right here. Now it's over here. Plug it in. And away you go. Now we're going to check out the media dock. So what's really cool is if this is like a media dock as well, this is an added bonus. So let's take a look at this. Okay, oh, and that turns. Wow. So I guess it's got features or volume. Because media dock, of course, you're going to have your fast forward and, oh, it's even got lights for your, probably levels or gains. That's pretty cool. And you have, does this push? No, okay. But these are all push buttons for like fast forward, pause, whatever. This is a scroll wheel. I don't know if there's different modes for what this can do, but you can see here, this USB-C. Remember I talked about the USB-Cs here on the keyboard? Well, this would just go like this and plug in. And of course, you can put it over here as well, just by quick releasing, plugging in. Now we're going to see everything for the first time, just like I'm going to see everything. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, that is insane. Did you see what it did? Mountain. That is so cool. Look at this. I'm going to turn off a light to make sure that we can possibly get the best view. But here you have a mountain logo. You have the folder, a moon, and some sort of like a pulse, like a doctor's thing. And then here you have your mountain logo. This is lit up. And of course it should be able to control volume and stuff. So that is going to be, whoa, people, clock, no way. Profile lighting. So if I use that like that, does it change my lighting here? Color wave. Oh, I can actually just move this for tornado. What? Breathing. Look at this, guys. Reactive. What I hit. Matrix. This is so cool. Show-offs. This is custom, so I guess this is where you would enter what you want, Yeti mode. It has a Yeti mode. How did they know I was a fan of Bigfoot? And off. So you can actually have none of the lights whatsoever. And in the very beginning, I think we went colorway, but we missed static. Alright guys, now we have Basecamp installed. Let's take a look at that. Customize. Now, one thing I did on off camera, well, I recorded it, but apparently I didn't record it properly, was I did a firmware update, which is actually really cool. And basically, you go into settings here, and it was 4 something as the firmware, and then you hit check for updates, and you had found this 572420, and there's no updates available at this time because I've already done the firmware update. Now, there was probably a bunch in between, but again, like I said, I got this about a month or 2 ago, and of course, there probably would be firmwares from there for adding anything from new features to issues that may have happened or whatever. So this is the Basecamp software, and that is where you go on settings here to do firmware updates. There's features here where you can disable different key mapping and so on. I reset the factory Everest manual. So if you're looking for your manual, it's right here. You just click that and it'll download it. Display dial. There's that display dial we talked about and we showed in the thing, and you can turn off or on the features that you want in display dial, and that is kind of neat. Also, I'm able to change the clock from the dial, which I think is actually the sharpest. I'm not sure how I feel about just the digital clock thing, and 12-hour or 24-hour. So back to the clock that I would keep it at. Screensaver, so you can have the screensaver come up, which I believe is the logo, or you can turn your screen off after 30 seconds by checking here, or changing, I believe, this by typing. Image. So, if we go to image, I would love to say I can change that. Let's find out. And I can. Do I want the white background? Let's take a look. Okay, so it's almost updated. Let's see if we see it happen. Oh, look at that. Now that's a bit odd, but cool. But there's my logo and disappearing. So that's putting the logo on your system is absolutely cool. So that is definitely another big bonus for me because I just enjoy doing stupid stuff like that. So now my face is on there. Makes the keyboard way cooler. Not gonna lie. Okay, so macro, if you want to set up macros, you would do it in here. I'm not really one to do that. I'm more like I'll readjust this kind of stuff, but that's about it. Lighting, of course, the lighting is everything that we've seen in the thing where we go tornado, and it just updated the keyboard at the same time. Breathing, like we've seen before, of course, the animated version isn't as cool as the real one. And reactive is where we type, and then whatever happens becomes the key. Matrix, which is like one of my favorites at this point. It's really cool. I thought that was really cool. Custom, so here's where we can just make our own. Okay, we can do whatever we want. And you click a key, I guess, and you can single it to color. I mean, you can just let's make that one red. Alright, so now I go to Yeti mode, which I love. Custom. I just want to see if it did. Yeah, there's my key. Bing, bing. There's my key. Okay. So guys, who's the keyboard for? This keyboard is for the gamer, streamer, content creator, editor. This keyboard can do it all. And what's exciting about this is there are other features, there are other add-ons that they have now, like the Stream Deck type add-on and so on. Even the fact that this has a built-in 4-key Stream Deck type thing right here, talking about that. So here's where you can actually adjust your key bindings just by clicking what the icon is. And there's that heart thing I talked about. And you can also change all these pictures. Now, saying that, I believe we can click on here, and then we can actually pick, like, it's crazy, the amount of features that are already built in, or you can get your own. So I can have a Last Game Hunter button. I can have all Last Game Hunter buttons. Just absolutely ridiculous, but it can happen. I'm going to have to readjust my picture myself and then kind of upload it to this. I'll figure out the size and I'll fix that weirdness, but it looked sharp on that screen. Kind of like my Gigabyte AIO with the logo on it. It's really, really cool. So here's where you would change all that. And again, if you want to do custom, you just browse and pick up other buttons you've downloaded or created. Do what you want, right? So, guys, I'm in love with this keyboard. I gotta go play with this keyboard. So guys, till next time, it's game over.